matchup, and I hope you two enjoy.
48% of chat, you're not invited to my birthday party. You just made it clear. You just made it clear. I know who I'm inviting, James.
Too, I guess.
Yeah, you're not coming either, bro. No birthday cake for you.
Well, that's all right. I need to watch the calories.
You're just going to accept it like that? All right, cool, man. I see you didn't even want to go. It's whatever.
I've seen how you bake.
Man, that's just rude. I'm sure these teams would like to get this over with, even if they have to be rude and smack the other team down. Tundra, I understand why you guys are picking them. I truly understand it, but I don't find it reason enough to go against BDS, given their history as a team. They've always not been the most, I want to say, incredibly consistent. Like, they've been consistent to clutch out a lot of series wins, a lot of game wins. They've done it very scarcely, and it's been difficult for them, but they still get the dub when their backs are, of course, on the edge of the mountain. And I think they're going to do it again here today.
Well, I feel like this is that moment where their backs are on the edge. This is the moment of the split and potentially of the season.
Yeah,
they've always had that extra life, that extra opportunity to regain, to rebound, but this is it, Turtle. This is it for one of these teams, and it's hard to believe that Team BDS might not be at the major. And I picked Tundra. I was kind of expecting Leaf.
There we go.
And they're extra putting the first goal in. And that is solid for BDS, who has controlled the majority of this game. But I was expecting both you guys to kind of go BDS, and I didn't want to disrespect Tundra, who's always been underestimated.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I feel like Casio, his entire career, no matter the team this man's on, everybody underestimates him. And he has to keep proving people wrong, and he's going to have to do that again in this series. And that first goal went the way I expected this series to go. There was just so much space from the previous series we casted with Tundra against Algiri, where I was baffled that Algiri wasn't getting more goals, wasn't being more precise. The shots that they were missing weren't even too difficult. And I just think BDS have that ice, that accuracy, and they're going to prove it right here again, unless Raziers comes out, and he does with the save.
Oh, that was a big-time save. I was expecting that to be another goal for Team BDS, and huge save there. Now pass out to Extra, getting around it. First touch goes for the pinch pass out to the middle. Nothing comes of it. You're seeing the setup from Team BDS. They are parked on the perimeter.
Parked on the perimeter indeed, taking the boost. Bumping Casio in this instance, Monkey Moon got a piece of him and might lead to some extra space. Rizex, big demo. And I think the only world I see a Tundra win is if Rizex steps up alongside Casio. Rizex with those passes, those touches from the corners, off the backboard. He came at a time where nobody expected him to. And speaking of nobody expecting it, here's a nice little touch from Monkey Moon over to the left side. Clean gameplay from BDS, but they're only up one goal. They don't have any safety net.
And then while as painful as it must be for these 2 5 seeds who are tied in points to match up, it's also the big opportunity to eliminate that biggest competition, that biggest threat that's trying to vie for that major spot. So as hard as this series must be, it's also a great opportunity.
Yeah. Kind of got to rip the Band-Aid off with this one. BDS would love to eliminate the competition as much as possible. And a slower gameplay, nothing too speedy has come out, I'd say, from either side. More opportunities going in favor of BDS, sitting on 8 shots compared to Tundra's 3, but Tundra have had a couple of chances, and they'll get another one here from Casio. If he can get the double tap, he does find it. Casio by himself.
Well, I mean, look at the little drop-down pass from Rizex. Turtle, you said it was those two you were keeping your eye on, and Casio, and he gives the flip reset a look for a split second, and that's enough to keep the defense down. And as soon as he realized that, oh, I can go for this double tap, they're leaving me the space, he went for it, no hesitation. Perfect execution. What a play there from Casio.
That was massive, and maybe another opportunity. Seiko can't get the 50-50 win. He had to muscle it out off the goal line, and at the end of the day, I guess he just hasn't been hitting the gym enough.
Goes from bad to worse for BDS. They drop the weights Lunk alarm goes off. They're booted off the field.
I'm not going to fold my pick yet, James, okay? Give me after game 2, I might be asking to go to the other side, but so far,
all right, the game's not not over yet. The game, and we're
no,
the pressure from BDS.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm totally not worried at all. You can tell, right? You can tell I'm totally not worried at all for BDS.
I mean, I can tell you're worried, but whether it's warranted or not, it's another discussion. Casio trying to clear out a miss from Seiko. Awkward ball for Monkey Moon, but Seiko does get a bump on the way out. Rizex really
big miss.
Missed, and Monkey Moon will score it. That little bump from Seiko was enough.
Yeah, Razier's got knocked out the way, and then Rizex was the one who was forced to go up for the challenge when previously it was going to be Razier's. Rizex can't get the read, and it was a weird, awkward bounce, but you still expect him to come out for that touch.
At least getting a piece of it, that one.
Yeah,
not even
just anything.
Not even close. But perhaps that's the nerves. There is so much riding on this series, Turtle. A month to work leading to this
day
moment.
one. This is just day one, folks. We've got ridiculous regional in store. The Invitational has certainly exceeded our expectations. 10 seconds left, though. All tied up. Looking for a counterattack is BDS. Seiko, good control off the backboard. The double tap setup for Monkey Moon. And they find it. BDS, 1 second left. And they are clutch as can be.
And you saw the danger as soon as Monkey Moon tipped it to a Seiko, who has boost, who has open field. You knew something was going to happen.
Can't give up that space, and you can't let this ball drop, but they do. Team BDS, game 1, narrowly escaping with the win, but they got the dub, and that's all that's going to be seen at the end of the day.
And Leaf, I mean, to lose the lead late and to gain it back in those final seconds, that's going to be such a boon for Team BDS.
I mean, it's something that we would normally expect from the roster, and being able to prove that to yourselves, prove that to your fans, it's definitely something that gives you that extra boost you need. But I want to mention that these lower rounds are close across the board. We just finished in overtime with Quadrant Moist, with Moist winning in 2:15.
Wow.
That was game 1. Super close. With Monkeys, Heat did take game 1, but we're within 1 goal in the next game. So extremely close across the board on these eliminations. And I expect that too. It's possible to see teams play a little more reserved once they know that something like this is on the line. And if both teams do that on the field, you can get really close scoring matches.
I mean, how can you not play reserved with what's on the line, what's at stake for these teams? Makes sense. BDS, I don't necessarily think their play style was reserved, but I definitely think they're holding back a little bit, and the same can be said for Tundra, and of course for the rest of the region. Maybe they get more comfortable as this series goes on.
Seiko, the backboard will clear it up to Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon towards net. Tipped off to the side, and Raziers will pop it up. BDS, they had early pressure in game 1. They had lots of possession. And now it's starting out in their favor again. This 50 from Seiko, trying to bully it through. Extra wrapping around the ball. Wanted the 50, but Rizex with a fast challenge shut that play down. Now backward bounce. Casio!
Wow.
What happened here, Turtle?
Well, for me, it was the speed of this challenge right here. You see Casio dusting Seiko, and then Monkey Moon not getting the proper flip.
He messed up his wave dash, it looked like.
And that is one simple mistake, not getting the wave dash and not having enough speed to even get a piece of the challenge. You're giving up a free goal.
If Monkey Moon lands that wave dash, he's probably going to cut off that backward bounce.
I mean, I wish we could go back and see if he had any boost, because you're not even sure if he needed to go for the wave dash. Seiko needed to go for the shot, and he finds his mark. Monkey Moon, good 50-50. And that setup was free for Seiko.
Now, well done there from BDS. And I think the storyline or the theme of this series so far has been BDS, when they look down, proving that they're not out.
Yeah.
Game 1, exactly that. Then here they give up that goal and get an immediate response. This looks like the BDS of old.
Yeah, well, and they're forced to be resilient. Cassio bullies Monkey Moon, who's just under fire. He's making the mistake previously. Seiko
There's the
also
demo at midfield.
got demoed. Monkey Moon got demoed. Seiko spawns on the right pitch or right side of the pitch just to see it go in. Oh, that's a tough one to give up.
Back-to-back demos there for Tundra. Extra trying to slow it down into a dribble.
That might be the worst feeling, is getting demoed and then spawning just in time to see the ball float into your net.
Well, especially because, you know, in the past, I don't know when it changed, Turtle, but you used to be able to use your right joystick to look around when you were demoed. You used to be able to do that. Now, when you get demoed, your camera's locked.
Yep. You just
so you're
there.
just stuck looking and you're wondering
Yeah.
where that ball is.
We've even seen players when we're at LANs or even here in these regionals where you can see the face cams. The player will get demoed and then look over to their teammate's screen to see what's going on. And seeing strategies like that come out has been interesting. But
well, it also helps too because if you know if the ball's coming at your net, if it's a lob, you know how you're going to have to react. Whereas, you know, online, if you don't see your teammate's screen, you're just waiting. And now we see a bump on the other end, a post and a goal from Seiko.
Oh, this was really great awareness from Seiko because he goes up, he gets the bump, and a lot of players would have left this ball. Seiko recovers, lands right away, jumps into the air instantaneously without hesitation, and can get the follow-up. If he left that for, I believe it was Monkey Moon behind him, might not have been enough time because that third man rotating back on the goal line could have found the pre-jump save.
Seiko, I don't know what that was. Team BDS, they keep losing the lead and fighting back. Monkey Moon down to Seiko. Seiko with a blast, and now Extra going for a backboard pass, but it bounces out to Casca, who actually missed. And Monkey Moon will find Extra, who got the corner. First touch control, flick pass down, but that play ended in the counterattack for Tundra's on. Monkey Moon dribbling it across net. That's always risky, but it worked out.
Oh, Seiko the pre-jump, and wow, Cassio didn't even bite on that challenge. He just waited on the backboard regardless of if Seiko was pre-jumping or not. He's not moving. You're not going to be able to draw him in that easily.
Cassio going downfield, wants the pinch, landed a little bit low, but it finds its way out to Rizek. Almost tipped off Cassio. That might have beat the defense. Monkey Moon out of boost. But got that steal. Now turns back into the play. Monkey Moon with Seiko. Trying to do a point blank pass, but nothing came of it. Now double commit from BDS, but it still might work out. Extra needs to get a good 50 and does so. Caught into the dribble by Raziers. Past Seiko, and oh, he missed the mid boost, but didn't need it. Launched the flick. But you saw him, he had to pull the trigger quick after missing that mid boost.
Yeah, who knows what would have happened if he did find it. Would have been able to bait out the defender a little bit more and maybe gotten closer to the net for a better look. Seiko is looking himself for some demos. Monkey Moon's not in the best position. He's the last man back, and he overextended. Monkey Moon's got to find a better touch, and he can't come up with it.
Monkey Moon jumping a little bit too early and missed on the trajectory. It is a really difficult spot to be in to get a touch like that. And I mean, that one's going to have to take, you're going to have to take another look at that one in the replay to realize what the best path on that ball would be. But regardless, that one is going to hurt for Monkey Moon and Team BDS, who find themselves trailing again. But they did last game as well and found a way. Will they be able to do it again, or will Tundra tie up the series at one apiece?
Looks like the nerves might be getting to BDS. Trying to fight for a spot for Rotterdam. 17 on the clock. 1 goal needed. BDS, like you said, they have done this before, but they have to come out clutch again. Flip reset opportunity for Seiko. Doesn't end up having any time or any space, and neither does Extra. A good 50-50 win. The ball is kept up, but Cassio all by himself. One big 50 win. And somehow we're still in the air, James, while this ball does not want to hit the ground.
It still might not. Extra ready for that fake.
Here we go.
Boosted up. We'll get back to the ball as well. Monkey Moon waiting. Seiko up first. The shot. Rizex controls it. Extra keeps this ball in play and pops it. Still to the ball. Back to Seiko. Seiko back up. Monkey Moon going for the tip. It's tipped by Casio. And that's enough of it to make sure that ball gets away from Team BDS and Tundra tie it up.
They fought back 1-1, all tied up. Leaf, are there any other series that are still just as close as this one?
Yes. First off, though, I got to say how exciting it is to watch teams play at 0 seconds because it's a completely different game. Like, you have to, just so impressive. I love it.
The ground is lava.
Yeah, just the way
for the ball
changes because of, the fakes coming in. Either way, yes, across the board, these lower rounds still close. Vitality, though, in the high matches, they're at match point against Williams Resolve, G1 at match point against Solary. And then down here, we have Monkeys and Heat going 1-1. They're in game 3 right now. We also have Quadrant and Moist going, I believe, 1-1 going into their game 3. Yeah. So across the board, these teams are feeling the pressure. It's tied up for all of these games going into round 3. Yeah, no, it's going to be close across the board. You know, as I said, even if we don't see it yet or at all, the potential for making a mistake can make you so scared on the sticks.
How I feel pretty much every ranked game. I cannot imagine when you have a trip to the major, thousands of dollars on the line, points and prospective spots of the World Championship at the end of the year.
Yep.
That amount of pressure, it can break you.
It doesn't look like it's broken any particular team quite yet, at least in the lower matches. Every single round 4 lower matchup is all tied up 1-1. 2 players cross paths on the same team. That is Tundra, which means the net is vulnerable, but I guess not vulnerable enough because Extra's not able to find the shot. Casio might be able to find it himself, and gone both sides, and both sides themselves have gone for that weird cross paths play where nobody gets a touch and double commit comes out.
It has been a little bit sloppy to start this game out. There's a bump attempt from Casio. Extra trying to handbrake around that one. Now a hit downfield. Monkey Moon will leave it for Seiko, who also grabs the corner. Solo play chance. Off the ceiling now, down to Monkey Moon, the 50. Seiko center ball. The bump attempt was so close, but Casio able to dodge it just enough and get the save.
He dodged the bump, then found the pre-jump save. What more do you want from a defender? Casio playing a perfect game in game number 3. He's probably going to need to keep up that performance against BDS, who continue to put and hammer shots on the net.
Oh, and Seiko even reading that last little touch. Seiko has been consistent for Team BDS. Monkey Moon lobbing it upfield. High clear. Seiko missed the ball, and that's going to give space to Casio, who gets a tip. Monkey Moon will hit it off to the sideline, and a nice double tap to get it out of the zone for Monkey Moon. Now double commit, Monkey and Seiko both go, and that's a big win. Casio, he's got a wide open, but he doesn't make contact with the ball. You saw he was low boost. And Team BDS get away with one there.
Oh, an Extra. He was trying to be aggressive to save his team. Then he didn't find a challenge. Casio, no boost, which means, in turn, no shot. Remained tied up in game 3. I think both sides have certainly had some mistakes and issues in their own regard, but nobody else has been able to punish a sloppy game that makes it all the more tense.
Monkey Moon is last back. We'll try to take it up the wall, and that's great speed.
Ooh.
Monkey Moon playing Tundra like a fiddle at the midfield. Now on the other end, backward pass, Monkey Moon. Now Seiko
the midfield.
And he'll pass to Extra, and Raziers blocks out the angle. Gonna go for net. Monkey Moon will make the save. Raziers staying on the wall. Back to the center. Seiko taking it into an air dribble. And that was a fantastic series of events for Raziers, but BDS are even better.
Oh, Seiko going up in the air from his own defensive end air dribbles, then sets up the flip reset pass into the midfield. Seiko has done so much work in this game individually, and he's just proven why he is the star of this roster. He might come up clutch again. Musty flick over one. And that's what BDS needed. Some type of individual performance. And
Wow.
how are you going to fight off against Tundra? They don't have the individual performance, but they're working as a unit instead.
Raziers, he's been doing work as well. You saw Monkey Moon jump. Seiko also pre-jumped expecting a high shot, but the low shot was exactly what was needed, and it barely squeaks its way through. This has been a scrappy game, Turtle. It has not been pretty.
Not pretty indeed. That's what makes
But
it
it
more
is-
entertaining. I mean, who's going to be able to punish?
Exactly. You can just tell how tense the situation is.
Ooh, over one. Seiko has had so many solo air dribbles. He went for a fake against Rizex and Extra. Knew exactly how that play was going to
Oh
develop.
my
They're still
goodness.
trying to get better 50-50s. Tundra, they are so resilient. You can't get through them no matter the 50-50 or how much boost you got in the tank.
Now triple commit from BDS. Will it get punished? No. Monkey Moon will take over possession. Flip reset pinch.
What?
It's saved. How did that get saved? Rizex.
What's going on, James? What is this defense from Tundra?
Golly. Do they have more in them, Turtle? That's the question. A miss from Casio, but Monkey Moon went for the pass anyway. Now Seiko off the sidewall to Extra. Bouncing high off the corner. Extra trying to bump Casio, but Casio dodged it. Seiko, double tap ball. Going for it again.
Seiko.
Field to Extra. It's a nice bounce. Low boost for Casio in net. Raziers and Rizex both jump. Possession back to BDS, but it's launched downfield. Seiko with the block, and Casio will happily take overtime.
The most impressive thing for me when it comes to this Tundra defense is the fact that they're getting demoed and boost starved like crazy. I mean, think about who's had more possession. BDS have been glued to the half of Tundra, and they're still coming out with these saves. They get bumped, they get smacked out the way, the boost gets robbed, and they're still in the position to get that save, make the clutch 50-50, and hold off against Team BDS. What more are you going to throw at them that will break them down? It seems like nothing can get through.
Ooh, Raziers with the second effort save. Tundra, you called it, Turtle, have been stuck back with low boost. Now
Oh,
another
gotta be
infield
it.
pass, and it's Extra who claims the game. Both goals coming from Extra. And this
wow.
was a standout pass from Monkey Moon.
Yep. What's going to get through? Well, the answer is a big 50-50 win from Monkey Moon in the corner. And then like a lightning bolt, the speed comes out from the corner and he can push that ball into the midfield with a pre-flip touch. Huge performance from Monkey Moon by himself.
Unreal amount of shots.
That's what I've noticed too. 10 shots from Monkey Moon alone? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was 18 shots for Team BDS to just 4 of Tundra.
I know.
Leaf, that was an
Yeah.
anomaly.
Come on, bro.
Well, that defense was an anomaly from Tundra. I don't know how they held on for so long. Absolutely phenomenal that we're getting these games. As you guys were mentioning, I think sometimes seeing those scrappy games when there's something on the line, it just is. There's something exciting about that kind of Rocket League. Just to get it out of the way here on the high matches, Vitality 3-0 over Williams Resolve. So they push on through. G1 3-0 over Solary. So they push on through.
Okay.
Solary's hot streak finish out. We have Team Liquid and Oxygen facing off right now against each other as Oxygen takes game 3 to put themselves at match point. Moist on match point against Quadrant right now, and they're up 2 goals in the first 30 seconds of game 4. So yeah, Quadrant coming into the day with potentially a clinch on their hands, looking to be knocked out.
And that's nuts because Quadrant, they had, their future, their destiny in their own control. They had to win 2 series, and that might just get swiped from their hands due to Moist coming back in the day and weird rotations, little goofy plays coming out from BDS. It has worked out to create some possession And they're still up in the half of Tundra. Do we get that same defense from Tundra? I mean, obviously, because of last game and what we saw, it's not enough, James. You've got to be able to transition.
Yeah, they're going to need to generate some offense. BDS has been rocking possession, and Seiko has had free reign over the air. We've seen him take the ball into an air dribble with tons of boost multiple times, and it hurts Tundra. You saw him get that flip reset pass down to Extra last game.
Yeah.
Seiko finding that space.
Oh.
Now Extra, another rip. And it goes down to the other end. Monkey Moon has to buy time. And got enough of it for his teammates to get back in rotation.
And if I may interrupt real quick, I do want to let you know Monkeys have just taken Heat out. So Heat's journey will end there.
Oh. Goodbye to Heat. Sent home early on in this game, Casio getting the first goal. This is what Tundra needed to get back into the series. The first goal, finding their groove, getting in rhythm.
And Raziers has been fantastic for Tundra. Getting into those corners, digging the ball out and getting it into the mid. Now kickoff goal! Back-to-back demos, but the shot already came through.
Oh, this is going to be a doozy to watch again. One demo comes through on the play, then Extra is going to take out the shooter, but it's too late because Rizex was able to sneak away with one quick touch right before chaos ensued. That's a real quick game, or excuse me, a real quick goal for Tundra. BDS, maybe they got too confident. Maybe they didn't expect Tundra to keep fighting and holding on. Not sure what previously had in store coming into match point. Maybe they just wanted to hold on and hope for some mistakes. But Tundra, they're not making those mistakes. They're creating some mistakes and forcing opportunities out from your own defense.
And really, on kickoffs, it's the only set piece that you have in Rocket League. Sometimes they can just go poorly. Well, that time, it benefits Tundra. We'll see how Team BDS respond. So far, they've been quite good in these situations. Miss there from Casio, but he'll stay on the play. Monkey Moon, a high pop. Raziers, flip reset. Went for the 50, but Casio steps in to help anyway. There's a 50 back out to the middle. Rizex all the way back. Monkey Moon will get the pass back.
Touch.
Seiko stealing to Extra. But Rizex with a block, and now it's a
That's
foot
everybody.
race. No boost for Rizex.
Oh,
He goes
Rizex,
for the fake, but Monkey Moon didn't buy it. And Monkey
back
Moon
down the
goes
other
for
end.
net. That one going to be saved.
Oh, man, Rizex. I don't even know if that was a fake. That looked so awkward. I don't think he had much boost in the
Well,
tank.
he had a teammate behind him, so I don't, whether it was a side flip or a fake, you know, if you're trying to get Monkey Moon to flip into the path, if Monkey Moon dives, then the net's wide open, and there was another Tundra player right behind that attacker.
But even then, it feels like a 50-50 would be the better option. And for Raziers, the best option for this man is to keep it to himself and style on the BDS defense.
And you saw him get the first touch and then flip out to the ball, cradling it and bringing it to the net. Raziers stepping up this series for Tundra.
Hello, Tundra. Welcome back to the series. Looks like we might get a Game 5, a juicy Game 5 indeed. Seiko, he has been going for more and more air dribbles, but what I've noticed is the challenge from Tundra has been much earlier. They're anticipating when a player from Team BDS are going to go for that solo option. They're making sure to send somebody there quickly.
Now another double commit from BDS. Rizex, did he get the flip? Yes, he did. Seiko, up the wall, 15 boost. Has to get rid of it. But now that's going to put him in a tough defensive spot. Monkey Moon putting the ball back in play. Casio up to Rizex. Rizex, flip reset, push to the corner. Extra got the boost, but Rizex trying to pass it back, making things awkward for BDS. Raziers wins the ball at the midfield. Flip reset from Raziers. Wave dash shot to the middle, blocked out by Seiko. And now Extra right behind Seiko on empty. Things looking tough for BDS.
Yeah, Extra was on empty. He found the midfield boost, but even that's not enough. Monkey Moon, he can't even break away by himself because he's getting bullied and punched out the way. Seiko, A pinch clear off his own backboard, 30 seconds on the clock. It doesn't feel like there's enough time. They've got to score right here, right now, and they do. Monkey Moon, one clear from his own side, and it's lobbed all the way to the top corner.
And Cassio was just waiting at the midfield, hoping that mid boost spawned, and it never did. And he was one small pad short of making that save. A long-range shot, and that keeps things in the realm of possibility for Team BDS. Seiko blocked out by Rizex. Now low challenge from Extra. And that is a massive block. Monkey Moon over to Seiko, and that one just off target. And Turtle, you feel like if BDS possibly could have won it, that shot needed to go in.
That had to have the accuracy necessary to find and break through the defense. BDS unfortunately don't get it, but we, as fans of Rocket League, fortunately enough, are going to go the distance, and we are going to head to game number 5.
Leaf, what do you think?
Come on, bro. We left you that space. You're supposed to hit us with the facts.
Sitting here doing
I was still trying to get all the facts.
And come on, dude. We hit you with the space. You're supposed to come in here with the craziest upset of my life.
Leaf is stuck out of rotation with no boost.
This is ridiculous.
The goal. We're like, where's the shot?
I'm about to call him Cassio.
I got an ego. I want to hear my name next time, okay?
Okay.
Leaf, you got it?
Leaf X, ladies and gentlemen.
So we have some matchups finished here. Oxygen Liquid still going on in their high matches. I told you about the Monkeys team beating the Heat team, and then we have Quadrant Moist. Drumroll, Quadrant is done. They were not able to take things into their own hands and clinch during Bliss. Moist will move on to that next round 5. So Quadrant now just has to watch from the sidelines.
So that's what this entails. So Quadrant are not obviously
they've got 24
major
points. They still have a very good chance at making.
But they have to watch. They have to sit in their living room and watch this unfold. And if they've seen what's happening in the Swiss stage, they know their spot is not guaranteed.
Yeah, it's again, the stats say 99% chance they'll make it, but
99.
That's still a 1% chance. And from what we've seen, that could still end up happening. So it's always better to take it in your own hands. So, but that is the story, and that's it. That is all the information I have for you. Goodbye.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you very much. Now we know to introduce him back in. You know, he just likes hearing his name. I understand it. I respect it. I'm sure BDS would like to hear their name shouted at the end of this series, saying that they took the dub, and so would Tundra. However, only one team can move on. It has been a nail-biter of a series, back and forth game. Solo plays from BDS, team plays from Tundra, defense from Tundra. Awkward double commits, but this is where it all comes down to game number 5. And a big demo, this might be it, the first goal. Tundra, they create some fireworks with those demos and get the first goal.
And Monkey Moon, a panicked hit, and Raziers saw it the whole way. Raziers, who's been the MVP for Tundra this series, scores a big-time goal there. Impact play from Raziers. BDS, the defending world champions, up against a Tundra team many people didn't have in the top 8. They find a way to respond, and it's been Extra all series long, putting these goals in for Team BDS, and he does it again.
And it's been the duo. It's not just Extra, James. It's Seiko coming through with an air dribble, getting past 1, sometimes even 2 defenders, and then he finds Extra lurking in the midfield, hiding in the shadows to put a bullet on net. And an early response was needed for BDS. You know how important it is in Rocket League, especially the competitive Rocket League. Scoring first has so much implications on who's going to take the win. So responding that quickly can alleviate that pressure.
BDS wishing some of that pressure would alleviate, but the stakes of this game are immense. Both of these teams tied in points, in 5th. Only 5 spots available for the Rotterdam Major. One of them will have their hopes dashed here on Champions Field.
And it might just be the reigning world champs. Seiko, nice touch into the corner. hoping to get a mistake, force something out of Tundra, but with how their defense has been during this series, doesn't seem likely, but you never know what can happen. That's this pressure, game 5, what's on the line. Teams can fold or step up to the challenge.
What a read from Extra down to Monkey Moon, but Casio blocking the lane. Extra, he's been playing Inspired Rocket League. Gave BDS a chance there. Now Monkey Moon will hit it down. Razier's playing deep. Will now move up. It's a tip back to the middle. Seiko over to the sideline. Immediate shot will be blocked. Monkey Moon and Extra both covering that same space. That's going to give some of that space to Rizex. Now a demo by Casio. Casio corner pass. Rizex off the backboard. Razier's tons of time. Will try to get a light first touch, but it got away from him. Now the counterattack is on. Seiko high. Casio with a tip over to his corner. That was a crazy looking touch from Casio.
At first, I thought maybe we're getting an own goal. It looked like he was double tapping it into his own net, but a double tap into his own corner works out. BDS haven't looked the most organized, James. We've seen a lot of double commits in game 5, but it hasn't cost them too much, seeing as they're still tied up. Tundra unable to punish. Maybe they don't want to overextend. But for BDS, that communication has got to be picked up. I'm not seeing the cleanest gameplay from them. And with what's at stake and who they're up against, they need to show up with those comms and get spaced out on this field.
Seiko leaving it to Rizex. Casio up against Extra. It's a little hit. Razier's playing so deep. He's so conservative. Will that help Tundra or will it hurt him? Right now you can see how careful Tundra is being.
It's an interesting play style. They don't have the lead. I'm not sure if being this careful and precautious is the move, because you don't want to set up a player like Seiko, who's been air dribbling it right into the hands of Extra.
Wow.
Big save, big clear from BDS, and a 1v1 chance for Extra. Doesn't come up clutch, but BDS have a chance to keep possession, but denied by Rizex.
Rizex, excellent effort. Extra, little top around one. Backward
backboard.
pass. This
Extra's
could be it
going
for
for a
BDS, but Rizex with the wraparound save. And now it's cleared out. Tundra's defense, they hold strong.
They found the free jump save. They read the play well, but not too well, because Seiko might end things with a double tap from the heavens, and Monkey Moon another stab at it. It's a fake, and it works out because Extra in position to punish. Everybody was flying at the net, left and right. Monkey Moon a double tap, Seiko a double tap, and Extra. No double tap for him, but a shot on net.
Raw panic on the goal line from Tundra, all because of Seiko. Getting it into that air dribble. You even saw him using air roll to push the ball out a little bit further to even have space to go for the double tap. And now the bounce down.
Oh, another one.
Goal for Seiko and BDS. It seems like they've done enough.
Seiko leading this battle through the offense by himself. He created the opportunity for the winning goal, and now he creates an opportunity to get some security. 12 seconds remaining, and then another big clear for Seiko. This man can't do any wrong in game 5. 5 seconds left. No chance for Tundra. This ball is gonna hit the ground, and BDS secure this win and keep their hopes for Rotterdam alive.
BDS, they did it. They did it, and we were wrong, Leaf.
Oh, man. That's not even a confident win. That's not even a confident win for me, bro. That's terrifying. That was a terrifying win, but they still did it.
That was unreal.
Muted.
So
Leaf phone unmuted.
Yeah, Leaf. Are you back?
I'm all over the place today, I suppose. I'm blown away by the matches we're seeing today, because like this, why did we doubt them?
Yep.
You know, we shouldn't have doubted BDS. We almost had like one goal away from BDS missing their first major since they've started dominating Europe. They come off a World Championship, and then this happens. So the question though is, you see this win as BDS, are you happy still though? Because it feels like they shouldn't be this close to being eliminated from the major.
I definitely don't think this is a win where you're like, okay, BDS are back in their form. They found their footing, but this is at least proof that they can still remain, as one of the best in Europe and show up even on a